Who knows? Or they've been programmed since they're 2 years old against entrepreneurship. Who knows? You don't know. So have an abundance mindset. Your goal is education, not recruiting. Your goal is education, not sales. Your goal is education. Stay there, be an ambassador, and you're going to be good. A lot of people ask me, what comes first, the product or the opportunity? Where should I go? You know, there's this debate. Should I lead with the product or should I lead with the opportunity? I will tell you, recent big data has shown us that it kind of doesn't matter. An equal number of people join for the opportunity and stay for the product as join for the product and stay for the opportunity. There's a huge number of high income earners that came in just as product users. And there's also a huge number of customers that came in with the intention to build a business but decided not to. So it's about 50-50. So you got to decide for you what's going to be most effective. There's different companies and different opportunities that lend themselves either to a product lead or an opportunity lead. But I'm entrepreneurial. I just give you my bias of how I operate. Even if I'm leading with the product, I'm going to say, I gotta introduce you to this product, let you know about this product, but the opportunity this product creates is enormous. Because this product's so amazing, the opportunity created from the product is just unbelievable. So I always kind of blend the two. I always did. I'm not saying you have to, but what I want you to think about here is don't stress. Don't stress about which one should I do first? Am I doing too much product? Am I not doing enough product? Don't stress. So, what are we inviting people to? Right? A tool or an event. That's what we're inviting people to. And I want to show you just a brief clip that will kind of introduce you to different types of exposures like we talked about. Check out that clip and we'll be back.
Let's talk about the different types of exposures. What are we going to invite people to? What's the best? Is there a best? I'm going to give you my opinion as being a consultant to you. You can argue with this opinion if you want, but I'm going to give you what is the absolute most effective thing to invite somebody to, all the way down to the absolute worst thing to invite somebody to. Would that be helpful to you? Yes. All right. Number one, large company event. Number one, a big event. Whether it's local, regional, some big event where they're talking about your company, your product. Got 1,000 people in your city or a couple thousand people in your region, or that's by far the most effective. You get people into an event like that, you get a prospect into an event like that, they have no shot. I mean, their imagination is just going to absolutely be captured. They're going to see so much social proof of other people succeeding. They're going to see so much energy and so much credibility and so much power and so much influence. They're going to build relationships with other people there. It's super powerful. Super powerful. Now, the downfall of this is it's the hardest to invite to. It's the most effective, but it's the hardest to get people to show up. You ever try to invite people to, anybody, how many people have local meetings in your local area once a month or once a week or something? Big presentations at a hotel or whatever, okay? If you invite 20 people, how many are gonna show up? 1 or 2? 20 people you invited. 1 or 2 is gonna show up, 3 or 4 is gonna show up, right? If you're brand new, depends on if you're influential or not. But I can't tell you how many good leaders I lost over the course of my career. They were excited, they invited 10 people, they all said they were gonna be there. And those 10, they stood there at the door saying, I can't believe none of them showed up. I thought they respected me. Nope, not enough. But this is the most effective for sure. It's just hardest to do. Second most effective, small group. Home meetings, luncheons. I'm a huge fan of luncheons, by the way. As far as something to invite people to, huge fan of luncheons. It fits business people's schedule, it fits everything. It's just so great to be able to invite people. They get a quick lunch, you do a quick presentation, they go back to work. It's amazing, I love it. It's not done as much as I would recommend people do it, but that's okay. Take that for what it's worth. But how many people use home meetings within your company, within your opportunity, home presentations? Okay? Many of you at home, I'm sure many of you. What I will tell you is those are also very effective. You still get social proof, you get some energy, you get some relationships, you meet some people. But is it easy to get them to show up or hard? Hard. And what happens after you invite somebody and they don't show up? Is it easy to re-engage them after that? No, it's tough. So we got to go through a lot of numbers in order to be able to get a result, right? But they work. When we get them in the room, it's amazing. Now, if you're highly skilled, you can do this. Or if you have a person willing to go through the numbers or they're influential, you can do this. This will get you results, don't get me wrong. It's the second most effective presentation tool in the world. Third, face-to-face, like a two-on-one presentation. You and somebody in your upline or a friend in the business and a prospect. You still get a little bit of social proof because you have somebody else with you. It's not all about you. You got somebody else, third party, that can help with the presentation. That works very, very well. You will lose some people because they don't know the other person that they're going to be meeting with, so they might be a little intimidated by that. And you also may run into challenges with that other person being available. They're not available, so you're trying to figure out a way to make this all work, right? Anybody experienced any of those things? Yes. Are they effective? Answer is yes. They're very effective. But they have their series of challenges. They're the third most effective, but they have their limitations.
All right, what I want to do, I'm cutting that a little bit short just because I think we talked a little bit about events and tools already. And I can shorten this a bit and just kind of condense it for you. Events, online or offline, okay? All those that I just described are now happening online on social media and on Zoom. Two-on-ones are happening online via Skype, via Zoom. Three-way messaging on Facebook Messenger, all those different kinds of things. Those are all happening. So you've got tools, you have events. Events are going to be more effective. They're a little bit more skill needed in order to be able to get people to attend, but I'm going to teach you how. Tools are a little bit easier, but they don't quite have as much social significance as an event does. So I'm going to teach you both sides of that. And I'm going to teach you, like, if you'd like to learn how to more effectively get people to watch a video that you send to them, I'm going to teach you how to do that. If you want to set up a one-on-one or a two-on-one, or get somebody to watch a Zoom, or try your product, I'm going to give you some invitations that work very, very well that you can use with your own language, with your own personality, to not be stressed and actually go out there and get some results. Okay? So first thing I got to tell you is inviting got a lot easier in the last several years. And what ended up happening was, when I started off in network marketing, this is going to sound like, when I went to school, I walked to school every day, that kind of thing, in the snow, blah, blah, blah. But I was trained to make friends with your phone, tape your phone to the side of your head, duct tape it to your head, and just start dialing for dollars. Tick, 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 dial for dollars, dial for dollars, dial for dollars. And in the last 5 years or so, then everything changed. Everything changed. So I want to show you a brief clip from a previous event that kind of describes that change. And then I'm going to teach you how to use this as a tool more effectively than ever before. So check it out.
Today it's much easier. There's some tools and things you can do today that make it a lot easier to protect your emotions. Because it's so personal. Hey, would you take a look? Not interested. Okay? Hey, would you, try my product? Go away. Stop bothering me, kid. The phone, feeling like it weighed 800 pounds. Back then, my leaders taught me to dial for dollars. Just dial for dollars. As soon as the phone hangs up, start dialing. Get the next one on the phone. Get the next one on the phone. Get the next one on the phone. If you go through enough numbers, you're going to win, kid. And guess what? My hunger was enough to keep dialing when I was scared out of my mind. And thank God I got a little sliver, a tiny little bit of success early, and that's what kept me dialing. Because if everybody said no, and I didn't get any check, I don't know if I would have kept going. So the phone, teaching people, and I've taught people for years. If you read GoPro, I give you 8 steps to making a phone call. That's the reason why I'm rewriting GoPro, because nobody talks on the phone anymore. About 3-4 years ago, everybody decided they were done talking on the phone, unless it was an appointment. Totally true. Remember, you used to get a phone call, it's like, oh, phone's ringing. I wonder who it is. It's like, you've got mail. Oh. It's like, now you got mail. Blah. But the phone's ringing. Remember, you used to have those custom dial tones or the ringtones? You have your favorite song playing. People turned that stuff off years ago. We don't tell you to turn your phone off in here anymore because none of you have the sound on. It's been on silent for like 3 years. Now you call somebody and they go, oh, rude. They're calling me. They didn't even text to see if I was available. Right? Now listen, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in network marketing, the greatest thing. Because if I told this row, hey, I'm going to change your life. You hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. You ready to go? Yes, I'm ready to go. Here's a little script. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick up your phone and I want you to call 100 people. Yeah. And they're going to say, oh yes, I'm going to do it. Oh yes, they'll lie to you in this business. Oh yes, I'm going to do it for sure. Oh, this is amazing. I'm going home and I'm going to do it. And then you call them up later. They call 2 people. One goes boo, and it's over. Within like a handful. Guess who they're calling? The ones with the most potential. And when the ones with the most potential don't say, yes, yes, I'm ready to go, they go, oh my gosh, this feels heavy, this feels hard. And all their procrastination muscles kick into gear, and they say, later, later, someday, maybe. I tell them to call 100. How many of this row is going to call 100 people? Even if they're hungry by themselves? Oh. We used to have to do trainings where I would sit with you and we would call the 100 together, scare them to death for like 3 hours. And the greatest thing in the world now, other thing is true. Somebody under 30, anybody under 30 here? Under 30. If you call 100 people right now that are not your very close friends or family, how many of the 100 are going to answer the phone? Literally zero. That's the new reality. They're not close friends and family. Family's going to be like, is something wrong? Are you okay? Most are not going to answer. Let's say 10 answer. 90 you leave voicemail. How easy is it to schedule an appointment or an exposure on voicemail? Extremely difficult. Now,
If you send a text message